He is a really good coach. Like, he's a great
Oh, yeah.
defensive coach. He's a great tactical coach. So I guess that kind of drew me to being one to have a part of the team.
Definitely knowing that Brian was the coach. I followed him at Box Hill. Like, I played against him. He's a really good coach. And yeah, just the environment at Southern, it's really, really great. And
so just having the opportunity to come over to Australia and to play in an all-female club, as well as with great coaching staff and some lovely girls that I've seen like for the last 3 weeks. And that's what really drew it over. And plus, it's a change in scenery. It's a change with skills and tactics and just playing style in general. So I just wanted to be able to experience the difference between New Zealand and Australia, really.
Welcome back here on Sandy Bay Media for another episode. I'm joined by some of the players over at Southern United here in Melbourne, and we're going to have a chat with them as they've just recently signed for the club this year. But firstly, welcome everyone.
Thank you.
Thanks. Hi.
Well, Amy, let's start off with you. Let's get an introduction.
So my name's Amy. I am 17. My position is midfielder or holding mid.
Mm-hmm.
And I've recently come over from New Zealand, and I've been doing pre-season with Southern for like about 3 weeks now.
Fantastic. Helena?
Well, my name's Helena. I'm 19 years old and I play centre back.
Yeah.
I've just come to Southern from Box Hill United,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, it's my first season here. So yeah.
Awesome.
my name's Isabella. I'm 18 years old, and I'm new to Southern. I've just come from Alamein, and yeah.
Fantastic. Well, obviously it looks like you've come from Amy's from New Zealand, and then we've got Helena and Isabella from different parts of Melbourne that have come across to Southern. So without further ado, what drew you to Southern and sort of what made you come across? Start off with you, Amy.
Right. So I think because in New Zealand we don't have any all-female clubs that I'm aware of. So just having the opportunity to come over to Australia and to play in an all-female club, as well as with great coaching staff and some lovely girls that I've seen like for the last 3 weeks. And that's what really drew it over. And plus, it's a change in scenery. It's a change with skills and tactics and just playing style in general. So I just wanted to be able to experience the difference between New Zealand and Australia, really.
Oh, fantastic to hear that. And with Isabella and Helena, so both of you came from the NPL into the NPLW. What sort of drew you to Southern and to the league?
Well, for me, Brian was at Box Hill and he actually won like the best coach in MPLW 2 years in a row.
2 years in a row.
But knowing his past and his coaching style, I guess that really drew me to wanting him to coach me because I was playing in under 16s when he was a senior coach.
Okay.
So seeing him be able to, coach a really strong Box Hill team back then as well,
Mm-hmm.
but actually winning those rewards and, seeing results on game day.
Yeah.
He is a really good coach. Like, he's a great
Oh, yeah.
defensive coach. He's a great tactical coach. So I guess that kind of drew me to being one to have a part of the team.
No, that's great to hear, and it's great to see that sort of that connection between yourself and Brian and Isabella.
Yeah, definitely knowing that Brian was the coach. I followed him at Box Hill. Like, I played against him. He's a really good coach. And yeah, just the environment at Southern, it's really, really great. And also it's given me the opportunity to step into senior football, which I've never played before. That was one of the big reasons.
Oh, that's exciting to hear. Getting that exposure to senior football is always amazing. Okay, well, we've talked about what drew you to Southern. Let's have a look at how it's been actually going. So, Amy, you've been here the longest. How have you adjusted to Australia?
I think definitely. I know the weather's pretty similar between Melbourne and New Zealand, but I think that's been the biggest adjustment. I think definitely with the style of play, learning how the girls train, and also learning like the players individually and what the coach would like to see from the team as a whole and individually. So I think just good group of girls. We're training pretty hard, so it's looking good for the season, really. Yeah.
That's excellent to hear that. And Isabella, yourself, you've been with the club for the last 6 weeks now. How have you found it?
Yeah, it was a really different change coming from under-19s to seniors.
Mhm.
Level is a lot higher. But no, it's been really good at Southern. All the girls are really welcoming. And yeah, I'm really excited for the season to start.
That's terrific to hear that. Oh, I forgot Amy. So, I mean, obviously there's a few New Zealanders already here. You must already feel at home.
Yeah, I mean, it was good to have the twins, Amy and Jessie, already here, just kind of being there like an anchor, so I can be like, oh yeah, hi girls, how has it been? So I can kind of catch up with them to see how it's been going. Yeah, it has made it feel more at home for me.
That definitely would take that bit of homesickness away.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it really does.
And Isabella, you mentioned, Helena, you mentioned that, it was your first session last week coming back from an injury. What was that like?
Well, not too bad. It was pretty like hard. Obviously, I'm going to be wrecked because I haven't trained in how long. But coming from recovery and, doing, just working on my muscle, working my knees, going back to training was really good. I enjoyed it a lot. Brian was really first drill you can muck around, but the two last drills, like, you have to be switched on. There's like no mucking around, which was really good. So it was able to get me back running, get me back fit. So I enjoyed it.
That's terrific to that. And hopefully your recovery is going well and you'll be back in time for the season. Awesome. Well, having a look at the season that's coming up, it's only, in a blink of an eye, the season will kick off. What are sort of the things you're looking forward to or things that you want to get out of this year? Amy?
I think definitely the experience in this level of football. Because I have been playing seniors since I was 14, but not at this high level. So I think playing against other teams that have a really good work ethic, and like just with a big competition coming up ahead of us. I just want to be able to get experience and learn from Brian and Debs at the club and learn from the girls around me.
That's awesome to hear that. And obviously, this year it's going to be, it's looking like it's going to be a very competitive league, a little bit more than last year. It seems there's a lot of strong players across the board. So it's anyone's game, essentially. So exciting. And Isabella, yourself?
Yeah, I'm just super excited just to step into seniors and, play senior games. And I'm excited. Hopefully we get to play some finals this year. I think our team is strong enough to do that. And I just can't wait for it to start.
I can definitely see that. And Helena, yourself, silverware?
Obviously having that senior game time and, getting to play that high of a level, definitely I'm excited for that. But obviously the team's super strong this year, and I know that with only the training in weeks, we'll get even stronger. So I'm actually really excited to see how we all perform together. Because the match that we did play together, I was like, oh my God, like I was just shocked. But no, I'm excited.
No, it's great to hear that. And obviously, it's been last 2 years, it's been a very strong core group of players. And so, I can definitely see that transitioning into the field.
Yeah.
Well, thank you everyone for joining us in this first episode and having a chat with us. And we've definitely been following Southern across the year, but also getting you girls back on and just having a look at how you progress.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.